I was never really a runner. The way I see running is a gift, especially when you have stage 4 cancer. I'm Anne. I'm running the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. I run for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute to give people like me a chance to thrive in life, even with cancer.
Join Bank of America in helping Anne's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportAnne. What would you like the power to do? References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Lifetime Christmas movies.
Hi, I'm Patrick Serrano, and I like some Lifetime Christmas movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Lifetime Christmas movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Howdy ho, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Who's that?
It's the poop from South Park.
Oh, okay.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
Way back.
Bringing it way back. That great Christmas episode.
Good.
For those playing at home.
Those folks.
Oh boy, it is great to be here today, recording live.
Yeah.
And that Greenville, South Carolina.
Patrick,
By the way,
down to that Greenville in a week?
Yeah, for Bramblefest, presented by Visit Greenville SC. So you will be visiting Greenville SC, though, Patrick.
I will be. And, I had a story that I was going to say off air, but now that I know we're sponsored by Greenville, I don't think I could share that story. So, never mind.
They're not. Well, listen, we are.
It's
just the fest. It's just the fest is sponsored.
Yeah,
we still got a week and a half
right now.
Not the pod. Okay, great.
Yes.
So you guys, I was watching one of these murder shows that just happened to be in my algorithm all the time.
Oh no.
And there was one that was in Greenville about a bike store, like a motorcycle store, where everyone got shot and killed. Do you guys know about this? It was like the biggest unsolved murder in South Carolina for years and years.
I mean,
and
the
years.
only motorcycle store I know of is Harley Davidson over by the Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yes, a place that does exist.
The Quaker Steak and Lube.
I'm looking it up now.
Right.
Was it at the Harley Davidson by the Quaker Steak and Lube?
No, it was a different one. It was I don't know, Rocket Motors or something like
Motors.
that.
November 6th, 2003.
Oh.
At Superbike Motorsports in Chesney.
There you go.
Oh, Chesney.
Chesney isn't Greenville. That's the thing. Is Chesney
they tricked
Chesney.
me.
That's like 45, 50 minutes outside of town. I don't know how.
Okay. Maybe they were saying the killer was from Greenville. Somehow Greenville was involved in that case.
I don't think Greenville was involved in that case. Visit SC.com.
It's like being in Boston,
Visit
something happening
Greenville,
in Worcester.
Yeah.
That's what I learned today watching a different.
That's exactly right. It's just like that.
There you go.
It's just like
okay, well, I was very concerned for you guys. I was like, oh gosh, this unsolved murder. We gotta batten down the hatches.
Not Greenville. Has nothing to do with it. So we're good. We're in the clear there.
There we go. We're fine.
We are in the clear. We're also we're not quite in the clear yet as far as Christmas movies go. We're actually right in the thick of it, Dano.
In the thick of it. That's right.
Things are going great though. We are Christmas in July is it's almost like a fever dream because it starts, get 4th of July, Bramblefest happens, and then before you know it, Christmas in July is over. So I'm soaking up every second of it, Dano. I know you are
soak
too.
Up the sun. That's what Sheryl Crow told me.
Yeah,
that's right, Dan.
I was like, "Are you gonna sing it, Bran?"
No, I was waiting on him. I was waiting on the.
I'm gonna soak up the sun.
Okay, there we go.
To lighten up. To lighten up, is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Is
it really?
It's really lighten up.
I'm gonna tell everyone to lighten up.
Yeah, I got my 45 on. You missed that line.
Yeah.
Which is not a gun. It's just sunscreen, from what I understand.
That's it.
Yeah, she is not packing.
But also,
I always thought it was a 45 record. But you're right. Sunscreen makes more sense.
Oh my gosh.
It could be a record.
Dude, what if she has a gun on with sunscreen while listening to a record?
She's got her gun in hand, polishing that gun, listening to her vinyl, spraying sunscreen.
Don't mess with her,
She's
man.
living the American dream.
She's just like, lighten up,
Put
everyone.
that picture away, Cheryl. Good gosh.
Right. I'm like, if you're not wearing SPF 50, what are you doing?
100%. For the fact that she would only be doing 45 is reckless.
I don't put SPF 50 on. You guys put
50.
SPF 50?
Yes.
What?
Every day. Every day on my face.
You're
on my face.
You're a 50 boy.
I don't actually know what mine is. I just put it on. But
30's plenty, right? Am I wrong here?
Aaron, you seem like you want to
Aaron's
chime
not
in.
really white and Irish.
No, she looked like she wanted to chime in. I wasn't trying to.
No, that look was I should not have left this open container of dill pickle goldfish next to me, and it was like how do I get this away from me?
Well, the good news
I also
is
use SPF 50.
The good news is I can mute you, so you can eat as much as you want to. Dan's not allowed to eat as much as he wants to.
The other good news is Aaron and I have cracked snacks. Goldfish came out with a new flavor. Spicy dill pickle.
I have a feeling that
I've heard of this.
I have a feeling that we will have talked about this yesterday and probably tomorrow.
Well, you know what, Bran? It still won't be enough. Patrick's interested. You can.
Okay.
very
Tell Patrick
interested.
how you.
We discovered spicy dill pickle.
This is what's happening.
We've
right
made
now.
a mix, Patrick. So there was a spicy dill pickle flavor.
Beautiful.
Langley Clements brought us some in the studio while we were doing something. We ate them. They were wonderful. We had some Frank's Red Hot goldfish. And what we realized is basically a 2-to-1. So 2 spicy dill pickle goldfish for every 1 Frank's Red Hot goldfish. You mix them together in a big, giant Tupperware container, and it is the best snack in the universe. And we cracked it. We cracked it right here at Bramble Jam Podcast Studios.
I'm sure we'll have some of that in the...
that Greenville.
Yeah, that Greenville.
We didn't have a bike murder. We cracked snacks, though.
BrambleFest presented by visit greenvillesc.com.
Yeah. No
Aaron,
murders.
I imagine you'll have some of those in the green room. Will it just be a giant vat of that in the green room at BrambleFest, presented by Greenville?
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there might be a decom at Bramblefest. Maybe this is the delish. We'll find a way to tie it in.
Yeah.
Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish pickles.
Pickles. Done.
Hot sauce.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay.
Patrick, before we dive into this movie, as you and everyone at this point knows, we're doing a live Lifetime game show Palooza at BrambleFest. How is the preparation coming on that?
About as well as you'd expect, you know. So I have no ideas, but they'll come to me. They'll come to me.
Now, one thing that you have to play with here, though, is that we're doing teams. We're doing teams. You could do you could do Family Feud. You could do a lot of different things.
A lot of things you can do, but also
a lot of
remember,
things you could do
one
here.
team is going to have Alonzo Duralde on it, and he is better than the rest of us at these types of games.
True,
but you
also
say these types of games as if the game show Palooza is a standard type of game.
Well,
it's not.
Right.
Alonzo wouldn't be much help in the Vivica Fox series. Guess you picked the wrong boyfriend or whatever. He wouldn't help there. But anything with like stars of the 80s and 90s, he's going to crush it, and whomever gets him is going to be in much better shape.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I love teams. We'll do like team colors or something. That'll be great.
I love team colors. I love that we're doing it
Patrick
live.
doesn't seem worried at all. It's
And
like it'll have
games. You know my opinion on games.
Yeah.
The rules, the rule book, toss it aside. Just get out the pieces and start playing.
I can guarantee you it's going to be a mess, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be
Exciting.
a ton of fun.
Gonna be great.
And you can still join us virtually for that, by the way, deckthehomer.com/fest if you would like to watch along live in 2 weekends.
Yeah,
not this
and
weekend, the following.
And you can chat, right? You can chat and watch.
You can chat, Patrick. That's exactly
the virtual
right.
ticket's a steal.
It's a steal.
In person is going to be a blast. I mean, I can't wait.
Is,
we're all prepped. We're ready to go. I heard from Elizabeth, we have nothing left to do, which is unbelievable. And what is it, Wednesday?
Yes.
We've done a week early.
It is my understanding that Dog the Bounty Hunter is potentially
going to be in the virtual chat.
But no. Yes.
Yeah.
Dog's definitely in
Dog is in the virtual chat.
in the virtual
for
chat.
sure.
And I just want to say, I
Yes.
want to get ahead of this.
Sometimes he says things that are out of touch with what's
I
going
am
on.
sure something has happened that Dog the Bounty Hunter has done or said something in the past 10 years that I'm not aware of, and I just want to get ahead of that. I apologize. Patrick, let's talk about today's movie.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, we're in Christmas time, and we have a Lifetime Christmas classic. According to the people, I did a little research, and the comments and like everything online is like, this is like not officially, because there's no official Lifetime classic list, but the people seem to be nostalgic for this one. It's called A Gift Wrapped Christmas from 2015. So it is before all our times covering Christmas movies. But I do remember it fondly. And I believe this might have been the catalyst movie that got me to think of this idea.
This was your gateway movie.
This is the movie where I was like, I have a lot of funny comments that I'm just making to whoever was watching. And, I should like write them down or something, you know?
You are funny too. That's the thing about it.
You're funny. There's no way around it.
Sometimes.
When did you start writing the blog?
Like the next year, the next season.
Really?
So 2016 season.
Have you been doing every movie since 2013? Or whatever year it was? 2016?
2016.
2016?
You just said it.
I know.
Yep.
So we gotta have
been.
You're 10 years coming up in a year and a half ish.
Wow.
We gotta do something. We gotta have some sort of celebration, right?
Right? Yeah, that's when I retire.
Yeah.
Right? 10 years, I'm like, I'm
10
good.
and done.
And
I've seen them all.
And you go back out to the clubs. It's finally time.
Now you're.
It's time.
What was the thing
Oh,
he said
gosh.
it was? Once he's over 40, he's a legacy. What is
He's
he?
you're
You're divine. What is it? You
I
said
don't remember.
You can't go to the club from you're 30 or 40, and then you're something. You're too cool for school. What is it? He's
I have no idea.
iconic.
I have no idea.
What is it? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was iconic.
We'll have to roll the tape. We'll have to roll the tape back.
Yeah, I think so.
It was iconic.
Half the time, I don't know what came out of my mouth, or like, you know, I'll just be talking and be like, "What'd I say?" Anyways.
Quick question: is this gift wrap spelled the normal way, or is it RAPPED? And this is a rapping movie.
It's not a
It's
rap.
It's definitely a rap movie. Just picture everyone in like Missy Elliott, black trash bag, inflating.
Okay, got it. Easy.
That'll help with your imagination. Since you haven't seen the movie, Dan,
That's gonna help me a ton.
That'll help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Locked in.
The movie stars. Let's see if you know any of these people. We have Meredith Hagner is our star leading lady. She is giving Kelly Pickler when she got her haircut.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Is she giving the same performance, or just in how she looks?
Definitely not. Just the looks.
Okay.
Just the looks. You may know her.
Meredith Hanger. You mean Meredith Hagner, right?
Sure, yeah, but she told me that I could say hanger because
is 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
we have a mommy dearest
Or
joke.
Ray, as I
No
say.
more Meredith hangers, you know. It's a whole.
What do we know her from?
She's actually done a couple Christmas movies on Hallmark and Lifetime, but she got out of
Portia in Search Party.
Yes, she got out of purgatory of TV movie hell and was on a successful show.
Search Party's have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I love that
great.
show.
I don't want to show my hands too early.
Yeah,
But here
see
they
that
are.
hand.
Here they are.
Yeah.
I also loved her. I thought she was great.
yeah. She gets the movie she's in. She understands.
She would be great in these.
Yeah.
She's really good. in Search
really
Party.
great.
Yeah.
And she only did a couple. Our next guy is Travis Milne.
Milne. Yes.
He's there.
He's giving me Brandon Routh feels.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yep. Anna Van Hooft.
Sure. It's
I
not
just like that name.
There it is. Hoof. There it is. Louder.
Love that name.
gift
My
wrapped
favorite
Christmas.
TV movie actor, Dolores Drake. Dolores Drake is in the house. You will definitely recognize her.
I heard about her beef with Kendrick.
Yes.
But that's over, right?
Yeah.
Her beef
It's
with
over.
Kendrick
It's
Lamar?
over.
Yeah.
Yep, she's backed off that.
Good.
But this is my gateway to her. This is probably the first Christmas movie I saw her in, and she's in a million
And
of them.
Kendrick Lamar's 4-minute diss track on Dolores Drake
was tough.
is more than you would ever. The things he said
You
about
didn't have to
Dolores
go that
Drake,
hard.
You were just like, that should be a crime.
Poor Dolores. Poor
Yeah.
Dolores.
I think it is. I think that's defamation, but
And then finally, the most notable person who has the least to do in this movie, Beverly Mitchell from Seventh Heaven.
unbelievable. When I saw that Beverly Mitchell was the sister and not the lead, I thought obviously a crime had been committed because Beverly Mitchell is on Seventh Heaven, which means she automatically qualifies as leading role on Lifetime.
Yeah.
That was my understanding.
Totally. Here's the thing, Beverly Mitchell, always the sister in these things. She's never the lead.
That's crazy.
Never the lead.
That's crazy.
She's never the lead because I think she she had Jessica Biel to contend with in
That's
Seventh Heaven. You know, how are you going to compete with that?
What are you going to do?
And she's up against Meredith Hagner, or as I say.
And most people say Hagner, but you do you.
No contest. Beverly Mitchell was no contest. And Beverly Mitchell, I don't know. Something's up. We need to get her on the show.
You think?
Have you guys ever talked
what
to
do you
her?
mean something's up?
Like, she doesn't want to be the lead.
Okay. All right.
They offer it, and she's like, I'll be the sister.
Interesting.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah, we weren't gonna have her on the show, but now we have.
Mitchell is like 2 weeks of work is just too much.
Yeah, she must have like a rich husband. She's like, I like acting, but I don't want to learn all those lines.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Show
not
up
a
for
bad.
3 days.
It's not a bad thing. Like maybe she just doesn't want to be away for that long. You know, sometimes when you have kids, 2 weeks is a big commitment.
With the rehearsals.
I wouldn't want to be there for that long.
That's
you
a
know,
long shoot.
I'm saying she gets offers and she must turn them down or must counter offer with a smaller part.
Is it possible we are speaking too highly of Beverly Mitchell?
Yes.
No. Beverly Mitchell is like so great on Seventh Heaven. She's like the
so
best
great.
part.
She's the best part.
I can't say I've ever seen an episode of Seventh Heaven. Oh, what decom is she?
What
in?
decom is she?
She's in a decom right on track.
Right on track. That's
She
right.
plays Erica Enders.
Sorry, what?
I've never seen an episode of Seventh Heaven.
What?
I would say don't go back.
Yeah, I'm not
don't go
planning
back
on it. What like? I mean,
It's not. It was a capsule in time, kind of like what's that other one?
It came out when I was 13. I didn't have any interest in it at all.
It was today's.
You're like the demo. That's the demo for Seventh Heaven.
Unless you grew up in my house with 4 channels. I mean, it just wasn't. I mean, I know that I actually had that channel.
You had the WB, but
So
you probably
telling
weren't.
me-
You weren't allowed to watch that, probably.
Oh, gosh.
when you were 97, I mean, when it was
96.
1997, 96, and we did our old ham
The
radio
ham
show,
radio
Today's Big Thing, and we talked about Seventh Heaven, you were lying the whole time?
I want you to be ashamed of me. And so...
Okay. So here we are.
Yeah. Do you think Beverly
I'm a conflict...
Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
No.
You
I was just going to say I'm a conflict mediator, so if we need to hash this out right now, I'm ready.
Do you have the training? You're certified?
I'm also CPR certified and sexy certified.
Where do you get that certification?
You just apply online. It's
interesting.
You have to be sexy certified to call her a hanger instead of Hagner.
Yeah,
I do know that.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. That's why there's nothing we can do here. It's Hagner to us.
It always will be. Let's get into the movie now that we've been talking for 17 minutes. And it should be time for a break, but I can't even in the best of days.
Even in the best of days?
Yeah, go to a break without talking about the movie first.
Okay. Yes, we got to get to the movie.
It's a different show.
The movie starts. We have Gwen, our protagonist. She is a personal shopper, okay? And she is in the city. We are back to the city. We are not in New York. We are in the city.
We're in the city. Do you know anybody who has used a personal shopper?
Not personally, no. But I've seen it in a lot of TV movies.
There's enough movies about personal shoppers that I feel like I should have met one by now.
Right. I mean, no. I've never met one, and I've never known anyone to use one. But
I'd also never met somebody who was sexy certified, and now I have.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
just because I haven't met it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
But don't forget, this is 2015.
The idea of a personal shopper is one for super duper rich people, and so the way it's portrayed on TV, and then the fact that we've never heard of it, okay, no surprise.
Okay,
yeah,
right. Gwen knows everybody in the mall. She's walking through the mall. She's like spraying on perfume, and she's like, "I love that, Kathy. That's such a great smell." And she's like buying presents for everybody. She gets the best gifts. We get like a little montage of her giving someone gloves, and they're like, "Oh my God, how did you know? My hands are so small. These gloves fit perfect." She like pays attention to details.
Yeah,
she
does. You know who doesn't pay attention to details, Dan?
Josh Milne.
Who's Josh Milne?
Is that the lead?
Oh, Charlie Baker?
Yeah.
Charlie Baker.
Great.
Doesn't pay attention to details.
We did it.
He's too busy. Patrick.
He is very busy. He is a downtown office person, business owner.
He sure is.
It's all very
Josh
nebulous.
Milne, I mean Travis Milne, of course, and
Great.
you knew that.
Thank you.
Meredith.
Right.
Charlie Baker is, Patrick, you and I both know what his job is, and we'll say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Stop.
Business.
Mannequin. I think he's a mannequin.
He said business. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Gwen is assigned to be his shopper for the holiday season because he's too busy to possibly buy presents. She goes to the office in her Dodge Stratus, named Daisy. It's her dad's car, very sentimental.
Yeah.
Dolores Drake, my movie star, is the receptionist assistant, and she's like, "Oh, Charlie's in a meeting. Hold on." And she just has behind her like a shelf full of coffee mugs.
Yes,
coffee mugs everywhere. And Gwen's like, "What's up with the coffee mugs?" Dolores is like, "He gives me a mug for literally every occasion, and it's like the worst gift
but
you
she
can
keeps
ever
them
give
all
someone."
And keeps putting them up. So
that is true. That is giving the wrong message.
Giving the wrong vibe there.
If you don't want mugs, maybe don't put them up every year, you know?
Right. And anybody who gives mugs as a gift, I'm so sorry, but you are about to get dragged by this movie. This movie really hates coffee mugs, has a vendetta against coffee mugs.
Have you been upset by a coffee mug
Never.
gift before? Ever?
I always think they're funny, and I mean, I'll probably throw it away, but whatever. It's a good joke.
Let's go ahead and take that coffee mug out of Patrick's welcome.
Sexy certified coffee mug. Go ahead,
take it out. He doesn't need it.
You don't need coffee mugs. Is what I think the reason the gift is like. You have coffee mugs already. Obviously.
Yes. Yeah. I think we get it.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that
you
doesn't
have one that
stop me.
says sexy certified on it. Maybe you do. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I do. So Charlie, he's no fun, right? He just gives coffee mugs for a gift. He doesn't want to dress up for the holidays. He only wears gray and black suits. That's it. And Gwen is like, "What? I cannot have this." She drops down to her knees and she does and gets like a measuring tape.
She does
mesh tape. I know. When it came out of my mouth, it was inappropriate. But she's measuring, guys. She was doing the measuring tape.
It's Lifetime, man. It's different.
Yes, she's like, "What?" He's like, "Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?" Yeah,
the big
she's like,
save
"I'm
there from Patrick is it's measuring. She's measuring." That's the
Even
big save.
What's she measuring,
His
Patrick?
big save from
okay."
drops down her knees
The inseam,
It's
you guys.
measuring. She's measuring. Come on, guys.
Where's your mind going? She
That's what they're calling it.
Yes, she's gonna get a nice suit designed for him. And he's just like, she's too much. Like she's doing too much coming in the office. He's like, "I don't even know why you're here." And he's talking about his son, like he needs a gift for his son, and the teacher like would get a gift or whatever. The son has to get a gift for the teacher. And Gwen's like, "Well, why don't you just ask your wife like what the teacher likes?" Because Charlie has no idea what to get her. Get her a mug. And he's like, "My wife is dead."
2015 was better. It was a better time.
Does he go that hard on it? My wife is dead.
He just says, "My wife is dead," and that's the end of the conversation.
We just go to another scene or a break.
Gwen's like, "Okay, noted," and yeah, we go to another scene. She does some online research.
Patrick, I think we go to a break.
There we got it. We're here.
I think we go to a break. As will we. We'll be right back here in Deck Homer.
We're back.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, everyone has their inseams measured.
Yep.
And
Important.
we can dive back into this movie. We just found out that Charlie's wife is dead. That's where we are.
Dead. We don't really get more details until later. We learn that Gwen is living with her sister, Beverly Mitchell. Beverly Mitchell is forcing her husband to be on all types of diets throughout the movie. This movie loves diets and fat jokes. So 2015.
This
Classic.
movie is insane. This poor guy, every scene he's in, there is a joke about how much he eats, about how, and he's not even that big. Like, he's not, like, he's just us hanging out.
Yeah.
Just us hanging out.
How dare they?
How dare they?
I will say,
Beverly Mitchell has a weight standard for her husband. She like has a BMI chart. I mean, she's
oh my gosh,
she's going crazy. She's going crazy.
That was,
but it's Beverly Mitchell. You know, I think she was bringing
2016 All of these movies
every
were doing
day.
it.
Every day she gets on her knees and she measures the inseam to see
how much
how
he
he's doing.
weighs.
That's right.
Yep.
That's how
Yeah.
you do it.
That's right. Yes.
We already talked about why Beverly Mitchell is not the star of this movie and how that's crazy.
Crazy.
She's also very nosy and tries to set Gwen up on dates with like a psychologist and stuff. And like she wants Gwen to find a man and get out of her house is the whole storyline there.
I can't stress this enough. At one point, her husband drops cookies on the floor. And he's like, 3-second rule, and she is beside herself. Like, is just.
Why'd you marry him?
I don't know.
Like, that's not new behavior. Like, dude has been doing that all while you were dating.
And it's like the nerve to say that only big people abide by the 3-second rule. False. We all do it, right?
Dude, was it crashing through the snow where there's 4 of them? And I was like, there's 3 people who look amazing and one dude who looks like us.
Right.
And we got an email when I said that was like, why are you fat shaming?
Yes.
To me. And I'm like,
No, this movie.
This movie should be called Wrapped in Fat Shaming.
Yeah.
There, you know? So Charlie and Gwen continue to have their little shopping. They have a love-hate thing going, which is like the hottest Christmas romance type because they get hot, they get angry, and there's like tension. And we're just waiting for that like bottle to burst the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
So Gwen goes out on a limb. She goes shopping at Charlie's tailor, who happens to have all the measurements.
Yes.
She didn't need to take the measurements.
She didn't even need to get down there and take those measurements.
No, she didn't. She is set on a purple pinstripe suit. It brings out his hazel eyes.
The purple brings out the hazel, huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, behind these hazel eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Does she have her 45 on?
Right.
We know it's not the same singer.
Right.
We know it,
We know.
everybody. Back off.
Kelly Clarkson and Sheryl Crow are
Our best
different
friend.
people,
Our best friend,
so
Kelly
they
Clarkson.
say.
Charlie also gets shamed for gaining weight, but because the suit doesn't fit. The suit doesn't fit when he tries it on, and Gwen is like, "Somebody must have gained weight. Somebody must have gained weight," and he's like, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't." And she is like teasing him, like, "Fatty, fat, fat, fat." You know, she
Does
is.
she say that in the movie?
She says fatty, fat, fat, fat. Yes.
No!
No, she doesn't, Dan.
She doesn't, but she does. She does say somebody gained some weight. I
She
think
does
somebody
say
had
that.
some extra cookies.
Yeah.
And later he goes home and he gets on the scale and he's like, "Oh no, this scale must be broken." And he's all sad.
And then he turns
it's
into
like,
the Santa Claus. He starts growing the beard. It's the whole thing.
right. And I'm like, LOL, these fat jokes are hilarious in 2015.
That's right.
I think in 2015 they may have been funny because they were about men, you know.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they were like, "We're flipping it. We're gonna flip it
They
and
flipped
have
it.
it about the men."
Yeah.
They flipped it hard.
A lot of
Turns
jokes.
out fat jokes are mean regardless of the gender.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah. Maybe we should just not comment on that. So the gift giving that Gwen is doing all the gifts, it starts to pay off for Charlie, right?
That does.
His clients are like, "Whoa, that was a really thoughtful gift you gave us. How did you even know?" He lands like the biggest client from some gift basket Gwen gives him. The wife loves the chocolate macaroons or whatever. Gwen also decorates the office, much to Charlie's dismay. But his son, who speaks in marble mouth garble the whole movie, adorable child, but he speaks in that child that only the parents can understand what they're saying. You know that age when you're that age?
I do know that age. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's cute, though. Cute kid.
And he comes into the office and he's like, "Wow." And they're like,
It's a reverse Charlie Brown.
yeah, it is.
It's just the kids. Wah, wah, wah.
Apparently he liked it. Apparently he liked the decorations.
Big fan. And he's a big fan of Gwen because anytime Gwen's around, he lights up. And they hang out together one day because he's too busy. Like it was supposed to be take your kid to work day, and he ditches his kid like immediately.
Oh yeah,
Classic Charlie.
Classic 2015.
He's very into work.
He is very into work. They don't the thing about they don't like paint Charlie to be like this bad, like awful person. But it just like it. I think part of it in like 2015, it was like this was like, oh yeah, the dad, dads aren't involved.
Nah,
and
it's 2015.
Yes, 2015. I don't know. It wasn't like they were when they actively try to make a character awful. Now, like this was just like it was passive dadding.
Yeah, he's just kind of aloof to parenting. Like, my wife died, and now I have this kid. Yeah, my wife is dead. But don't worry, there's a potential wife replacement. We have our bitchy brown-haired woman, or also known as a brunette.
Because what you said was bitchy brown-headed woman, and that's something totally different.
Yes, but this is an archetype in these movies. This is probably where it really solidified, I think, because this woman, her name's Victoria, she starts off the movie on the phone, stealing a cab from a young family that's shopping, and the kids literally like stick their tongues out at her and are like, "You're the worst." Okay,
Brown
she has her hair pulled back the whole movie.
Yep.
Does not let those tendrils fall.
She's a brown-headed girl. I don't know what to tell you.
She thinks Gwen is classless. She thinks Gwen is a dum-dum. And she thinks kids love Wagyu beef burgers with wasabi cotton candy foam.
I do just want to point this out.
Let me tell you, kids may not, but I'm here for it.
Can I just? So I want to pen.
Am I now pulling for whomever? What's her name again?
Victoria. Of course.
Yeah,
So
let's go, Vicky.
Victoria convinces Charlie to go with her to this fancy restaurant. The boy comes along and doesn't want to touch the burger, and they leave without eating at all.
He tries the burger, but it's wasabi. So he's like, this is really spicy.
I want a regular burger. He says it's spicy.
Well, he actually says, you
had the captions on.
Yeah,
It's going to
I
be
did.
Lloyd in another Star Wars movie at some point.
It was too spicy.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
Do your kids like spicy stuff at all?
Gav more than Chris.
Oh, yeah. My kids love it. They take Frank's Red Hot sauce and just create a pool on the side of their plate to dip stuff in. Yeah.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Right? It's a fun time.
So
go ahead. Sorry.
Since they can't eat at this fancy restaurant, they leave Victoria, and Charlie and Owen go to Gwen/Beverly Mitchell's house for actual burgers. They eat normal, like sesame seed bun and a lettuce and whatever the thing is. And Gwen and
was that
Gwen,
the Big Mac song that you were doing?
I was trying to do it, but
seed bun and lettuce, whatever the thing is.
But yeah, I realized
sesame seed bun, lettuce, whatever the thing is.
Exactly. You got it though from sesame seed bun.
Yeah.
Charlie and Gwen get to talking, and she talks about her dad who passed away.
He's
dead. He's dead. She gets cold, so he gives her jacket. We love that. And he intentionally ignores a phone call from Victoria. So we know it's getting serious.
It is getting serious.
Look out.
It is getting serious.
And they make little snowman marshmallow things to roast marshmallows, but it's like a big marshmallow, a medium, and a small. And I thought that was adorable, and we should bring that back.
It's adorable, but it's not practical. You need 3 different sizes of marshmallows in your house at all times to make that possible.
Yeah, that's a lot of marshmallows that my kid would just eat a bag of when I wasn't looking.
Seemed fun. It seemed fun.
It does seem fun. You are right about that.
I don't have kids, so
yeah,
there you go.
can handle that type of responsibility.
My kid would be in the pantry. If he knew that was in the pantry, he would be in the pantry as soon as I was out of sight. And he'd have a half bag down before I got back in the room.
Yeah, I love marshmallows.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got a shopping montage because, of course, we have to have a shopping montage.
She's a personal shopper.
Yeah.
Gwen uses a nose trimmer on herself, and she's like, oh, God, a nose trimmer. She tries to wrap a yoga ball. She's like, how do I do this with paper? And then she just ends up bouncing around and rolling around on it. Very silly.
Like a public domain Christmas boy or what?
A terrible, public domain Christmas song.
Yeah, it was.
Got
But she eventually gets everything wrapped, and Charlie's like, "Why don't you come to the Christmas work party?" And she's like, "I don't know, I don't work here." And Dolores Drake is like, "Well, you are employed by Charlie, so technically you are his employee, so you could come." And this is all great. Before they go, Gwen puts little pine tree cufflinks in his shirt, Charlie's shirt, to give him a more festive look. Okay.
I mean, if that doesn't make people like you, I don't know what will. It's the cufflinks. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
First thing someone notices about you is how festive your cufflinks are.
Duh.
Yeah. So he goes and mingles, and Dolores Drake is like, "Hey, first of all, love the present you got me for my back, a back brace, because my back's been bothering me from the chair." And she has like a special brace for her chair now, so it's great. And she's like, "I'm not a fan of Victoria." Because she seems more like a business partner to Charlie, kind of giving Gwen like the go ahead, like you should make a move. And this is when we play our game. We have a fun game. Guess the holiday song. They play a piano version of the song, and people are guessing, right?
Yeah, we love this song.
And when you guess right, you have to sing. So of course Victoria guesses correctly and refuses to sing.
Don't make me sing.
Don't make me sing. Yes, but she's really like, don't make me sing, or I'll like sue everyone in this office. Yeah.
The way that she reacted, I thought she was cheating somehow. Like that's how against singing she was. She got it right. It was like up on the housetop, and they're like, "You have to sing it," and she's like, no, I'm not gonna. It was like someone Shazammed a song and was like, I didn't cheat. I didn't look. It was a very weird reaction, but she did not want to sing.
Yes, but Gwen and Charlie are tasked to sing because they answer at the same time, and they're like, "Jinx," and then they're like, "Oh my God, we have to sing together." And I brought a clip of them singing so you could hear the lovely sounds. At this moment, Gwen is chugging her wine, which I loved because she's like, "I gotta get ready." And then here they go.
Oh my gosh.
Charlie's like, "Should I sing along with you?"
All right.
Maybe I should start singing along with you.
There he is. There he is. Wow.
It's very moving.
Yes, and
Doesn't
her
sound
performance, her performance is very like middle school chorus teacher. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's better than when Kelly Pickler sang it in Graceland. So
totally,
and in I believe another movie.
Yeah,
she loves Silent Night.
She loves Silent Night. They do a nice little listen for spur of the moment, not knowing that you have to do a duet. It's not bad.
All right,
not bad. Gwen carries the whole performance really because Charlie's just kind of like half singing. But she gets upset because she's...
I'm coming.
Victoria is being a hater and just talks trash about Gwen. So she runs away and goes in her car and starts crying. The car won't start. So Victoria and Charlie see her outside. They're like, "Do you need help?" And, Victoria's like, "Well, this jalopy of a car," and she like smacks it, and then it starts up, and Gwen gets the heck out of there.
Classic. We love that.
But Victoria is trying to get Charlie to propose to her, and she's like, "Hey, so remember how you were like going to buy a ring and blah blah blah?" And before she can like really get into it, the pine scent from the cufflinks makes her sneeze. She starts having allergies from nature, and she's like, "I got to get away from you. You're like making me sneeze." So he sends her in a cab home. So now we know brunettes with allergies will never find love.
Yeah, no chance.
That is the moral of this story.
Yeah,
I
for
think.
sure.
Yeah.
Decorating montage happens. More psycho sounding Christmas music here. I didn't record it, but it was bad. Very bad.
That was a fun little tag there, Patrick. What, were you Borat there? What were you doing?
I don't know. I was being like that joke where you're like, "I am the Vindow Viper," you know. I don't know.
I don't know that joke. Tell
I don't
me
know
more
this,
about it.
I don't know
the
joke.
setup. All I know is the punchline. I am the Vindow Viper. He's the window
Why
wiper.
did you say Vindo and then wiper? Like,
well, he says
the
Vindow
for both of them?
Viper.
Vindow
I am
Viper?
Vindow Viper. It's a joke.
Yeah, but
look
you
it
said
up.
Vindow Wiper. That wouldn't make any sense.
Hey, Dan, we're going to take a break. While we're taking a break,
Yeah.
can you look up the joke, and then we'll get on the other side of the break here at Duck Over. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about the movie. I remember the title of. Dan, you got the Vindow Viper?
Yeah, this is according to Reddit, so stick with me. A woman sitting at home watching the TV, her phone rings, and she answers. She hears a strange man's voice. I'm the Viper. I'm coming next month. She hangs up, thinking it was a prank, and forgets about it. A few weeks goes by, and she gets another call. I'm the Viper. I'll be there tomorrow. Now she's worried. She calls the police and tells them. The next day, there's a squad car across the street. Her phone rings. I'm the Viper. I'm coming for you. She runs across the street, tells the waiting officers. They tell her to keep calm and go back inside. 15 minutes later, there's a knock at the door. She opens. There's an old guy waiting outside with a bucket and a squeegee. I'm the Viper. I've come to vipe the windows.
There you go.
Oh, my gosh.
That was stuck in my brain from who knows when.
They say Christmas in July doesn't bring out the best in us. I say otherwise.
Oh, my gosh.
We've got our 45 on. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. So Victoria leaves town. She leaves Gwen and Charlie and Owen. Time to bond. They play football randomly. What was the football about? That was weird.
That was weird. He's a good dad.
Okay.
Nope.
Charlie asks Gwen, he's like, you're so good at giving gifts for everyone else. What do you want for Christmas? And she simply says, snow. Mm-hmm. They almost kiss. But what about Victoria? Gwen says, she's like, you're going to be married to her. You're going to get engaged. And he's like, oh, I don't know about that. But Victoria comes back and she's like mean to Gwen again. She tells her to she's like, all right, can you go out and shop for rings for me because I'm about to get engaged? And here's what I like. And Gwen's like, you're not my boss, so don't tell me what to do. But also she's like, oh no, Charlie's going to propose to Victoria. Yeah. She's very upset.
She doesn't know whether to believe her or not. Because she's like, hey, he's getting ready to propose, which would make you think oh, they've talked about it. So it's tough.
Yeah, and Victoria is ready to go all in on this family. She buys a plane tickets to the beach. She's going to take them on a Christmas resort. Ugh. And they're like, we don't want to go to the beach at Christmas. What are you talking about? And you should have talked to us about this before. And Charlie takes her out to dinner, and he's like, you know what? He says, what's my eye color? And she's like, I don't know, brown? What are you talking about? Where's my ring? And he's like, my eyes are hazel or green.
Gosh.
I think he might say green. And he's like, we're done. It's over.
Wow.
And it is the most succinct breakup. I loved it. I was like, great.
And I will just say this is it's a bold move, though, because we know your rules on breakups around the holidays. We know how you feel about them.
Right. You got to wait.
You got to wait until the new year.
Yeah. And Victoria's like, we can work it out. Doing good. Work it out.
Hey, who you over there?
Full Canadian.
I'm the
Full
Vindow
Canadian.
Viper. I'm the Vindow Viper.
Meanwhile, Gwen is finishing up her final shopping items. She sees that engagement ring and gets the wrong idea. She storms out, hysterical, crying, but not really, but it would be funny. And she ends up eating a bunch of Christmas cookies and looking sad for a while.
That's right.
Her mom pops up. I was like, what is the mom doing?
I'm surprised that there were any cookies left over with the brother-in-law around.
Any of them broken? Any breaks?
In the cookies?
Yeah, or anywhere.
No,
great. Fantastic.
We already took two.
We already took two?
Yep.
Wow.
I know.
Could have sworn we'd only taken one.
Two.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Great.
You were looking up
the broken, Patrick.
You were looking up the joke during the last break,
right.
so
You missed it.
Didn't feel like a break.
I was on task.
He was doing a job.
Cookies
everybody.
are all pristine. No breaks.
No breaks here.
No. So, yes. Basically, what happens is Charlie doesn't have Gwen come back to work the next day, and he's like, what the heck? So he leaves town. He goes to a cabin with his son. He brings, or he doesn't bring a toboggan, which is what the kid really wanted. How they understood that, I have no idea. Toboggan's a hard word to say, even for an adult. So,
and it could mean sledding. So,
Yeah.
It could mean sledding. It could mean hat, right?
Yeah. Boy, I've made that mistake, haven't we all? He wants Dolores, the sled. In case you were wondering, the kid did not ask for a hat.
He didn't ask for a hat.
He would like a sled.
Dolores Drake realizes the sled is left behind and tells Gwen, like, hey, you should take this up to the cabin. I think it's all been a misunderstanding. Gwen gets her old jalopy car, puts the sled in the back, sings really off-key driving to the cabin for some reason. I was like, why is she all of a sudden bad at singing? Really made me mad. And the car breaks down, of course. She has to carry the sled in her stiletto boots to the bus station, take the bus station. A cookie for
what I loved about this bus station is it's just a little
a bench.
It's a bench. It is a little tiny house, a little tiny. I don't know. This guy's sitting there and he's like, "Where you want to go?" And she's like, "I want to go here." And I guess that's how it works on the side of the road. There's just a bus station on the side of the road, and you can get there.
Yeah, and she does. She takes the 3-hour bus drive or whatever it is, and Charlie's like, what are you doing here? And she's like, oh, I just had to make your son's wish come true. And he has a gift for Gwen. He has a snow globe. The coffee mugs of Christmas. Everyone just gives snow globes out all the time at Christmas. Means nothing, but she loves it because it has
mugs of Christmas. I love it.
It has snow in it, of course. So she gets her snow. Then it really starts snowing outside, and they realize their feelings for each other. They kiss, and then the little kid interrupts, but he's adorable, and he's in Ugg boots. So 2015, and they look outside. It's snowing, and that's the end of the movie.
There it is.
We did it.
We did it.
We did do it, everybody. Our second Lifetime Christmas in July movie. Patrick, what do we do now, bud?
Yeah, so now we are going to decide if we are into it or not into it. Pour it up. If we are into it, put a cork in it. If we are not into it, Dan, since you haven't seen the movie and you used your imagination, because everyone was in trash bags the whole time, what did you think of the movie?
The trash bags Missy Elliott thing helped a lot. I would say this sounds like a movie, and I might get the title wrong, 12 Gifts of Christmas, 12 Presents of Christmas. It's Katrina Law and the dude from the Made Together, Made for Each Other movie.
Katrina Law did another Christmas movie?
I know. She's done 2, I think 3 max. That movie, I'm as you all know, big Katrina Law fan. That movie I only thought was okay. This sounds like a worse version of that movie. So for me, it sounds pretty generic. I'm going to put a cork in it.
Okay. That's
sorry,
fair.
not sorry. Bran loved it.
Bran, what are you thinking?
I loved it. I thought it was a blast. 2015, it's a sweet time. I always feel when I go back to 2015, lots of times I'm like, this is nice. I don't need it all the time, but it was nice. And this movie was nice. And yeah.
Kind of like how you feel when you blast your Kanye West.
That's exactly right. So I'm pouring
time and place.
Yeah. I'm pouring it up, and I'm also pouring it up for the Vindow Viper joke. So it's a double pour up.
That was almost worth it there. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I think you guys are right. So if you look at this movie at face value, it is nothing special. It is very run-of-the-mill TV movie. What makes it special, I think, is the time and place that it was existing in. It was right at the precipice of this whole kind of boom of Christmas movies that we have all experienced. And it really kind of shows what's the little special ingredient, chemistry that cannot be described, that makes these movies so rewatchable. Because I've seen this one many times, and it's definitely one you could have on and just kind of half watch and have a enjoyable time. So I would pour it up as well.
So this movie came out the same year as 12 Gifts of Christmas on Hallmark. So they were dueling
it out.
Secret Shopper movies.
Yeah.
Right.
How about,
that makes sense.
On Lifetime Uncorked, Patrick, you also said LOL bring back the fat jokes. So he didn't say it, everybody.
No, I didn't.
Off.
I will say this movie was just listed on YouTube the past year, and it already has 1 million views on YouTube.
Does.
So,
And the comments are all like, "I watch this movie every year."
YouTube just paid somebody $10. It's unbelievable.
No, they got
There you
they
go.
got some good money off of this one.
but I'm saying, I think a lot of people have seen this movie over the years, and it's basically like what's it called? It's a Wonderful Life of Christmas movies for Lifetime.
Wow.
Okay, and how much it's revered.
For Lifetime.
But I forgot that
specific.
subplot where George Bailey had a secret shopper.
Yeah.
Well, and Lifetime
Mary,
doesn't have
I got
many.
you another mug, Mary.
Yes, Lifetime doesn't have many Christmas classics, so let's give them this one. I'd
All
say.
right.
Next week, I think we are getting another real classic with 12 Men of Christmas, 2009.
Oh, wow.
If you thought 2015 was
Inappropriate.
irreverent, stay tuned for 2009.
Get ready, my fellow certified sexy Kristen Chenoweth.
That's right.
Chenoweth.
Yeah, Chenoweth. You got it.
Well, certified sexy, I get to say it how I want.
That's right, Chenoweth.
That's true. That comes with the
It
certification.
does.
Yeah,
On
she
the
calls me
backside-
Patrick Cyrano.
On the back of the certificate, it says you can say names however you
Chenoweth.
want to.
That's right.
I'm dying for one of these
Yeah.
certificates.
What do we got to do around here?
I don't know.
To be certified sexy?
I don't know.
I'm
We've
dying.
been
We'll
trying
see.
for years.
We will be back next week with another Lifetime movie, and of course, Dan, you and I will be back tomorrow
Yeah, we
for
will.
another ABC Family movie.
So jealous.
Yeah.
Mistletones. Oh my God. You guys.
Real quick,
Yeah, give us your hot take.
take on mistletones.
Tori Spelling, the good Maori sister.
Tia.
What could go wrong? Nothing. This movie's perfect. There's a literal musical in the middle of the movie, and
it also
should be on Broadway. It should be on Broadway.
It also sits right in the middle of the run of Glee on television, from no coincidence whatsoever. That
Right?
This movie
Yeah.
is out at that time. So there's
Totally Glee inspired.
Yes.
Or Glee ripoff, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Well, we'll share our hot takes tomorrow. Until then, maybe we're the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
The Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Erin Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.